Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is Rika Life. Thank you so much for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. Today, as always, I have so many things to share with you. So I do have a market coming up at the end of November and I have been spending time getting ready for that. So the last couple days has been kind of a mixed bag of things. I have been making market things and mainly that, but also buying some yarn. Uh, by the time you see this, so Premier has been having a sale. They had a whole week of sales. I'm not sure if it will still be going on as of the time when this video comes out, but they had some really great sales. And on the first day itself, I placed a huge order. So I am looking forward to getting all that yarn. I also got a custom order, so I went and had to buy some yarn specific for that, specific colors. And I bought a new bag of stuffing, you guys. I bought a 32-ounce bag of the polyfill from Joann's. I think it was originally, it was like $12.74 or something. And I got it for like 9 something because I had a 25% off coupon. So win-win, right? This is my second bag of polyfill I've ever bought. The first bag was also 32 ounces. I had no idea how big it was going to be, but because I've been making stuffies and plushies and things like that, I have been using the stuffing, and so now it was time to buy a new bag. So that's kind of exciting for me. It just kind of shows me how many things I've really made. It's just been amazing. Okay, I want to share with you. Now, of course, I don't have the yarn with me, but you can see it here on the pieces I made. So at my sale in October, I had made one snake for the sale at my son's school, and it sold within the first 5 to 10 minutes. Like the first, I think some kids kind of walked by and saw it, and then one kid just came up and said, I want this snake, and their parents paid for it, and that was done. So I really should have had like 2 or 3 of them. So this time I've made 4, you guys. This is the yarn I'm using. It's Big Twist Value. This is a Joann's brand. And this is the color Neon Lights. So this is of course it's folded right there. It's a medium 4-weight. Those are the specs of it. And so I used it to make snakes. I haven't put on the eyes yet. I might put on a tongue as well. But this is one of them. That's the first one. The head is like, how do I show you? Yeah, it's shaped like that. So that's one. This is just how the colors come off the ball. It's amazing. These are all neon colors. That's the first one. That's the second one. So there's 2 of these. So I'm calling these like medium or mini snakes. They're not that many. And then I made 2 jumbo snakes, which are right here. And isn't that amazing that the colors came off like it's just wound the exact same way? So these look almost exactly the same. So I made 4 snakes, you guys. That took me a while, but it was really fun. So that was I think it took me, I did this over 2 days. So over 2 days, I didn't really crochet much else. I was just working on this. So the jumbo ones, I've held a black yarn. I've held Karen Simply Soft in black and 1 strand of the Neon Lights. And then I've made this. I used a H. So for the head, I used an I 5.5 millimeter hook. And then for the rest of the body, I used an H 5 millimeter hook. For this one, I think I just used an H 5 millimeter hook the whole way. But this is just the 1 strand. So that's why it's a little bit thinner. And then the other ones are much wider. So those are my snakes, and I'm very happy with them, and they're just like bright colors. So I do have 5 hats left. I gave 1 to my sister, so I have 5 of the bright ribbed beanie hats that I made for the last sale. And so those were really bright, and then these are really bright. I was thinking, should I use the Posh yarn and try and make some snakes, which are also really nice bright colors, but just a different material, like the chenille yarn. But I really fell in love with this Neon Brights Light by Big Twist Value, so I was like, let's just make 4 snakes out of this. Now, mind you, I still have like 3 weeks left to the sale, so there is a possibility that I could make more snakes, but I'm trying to work my way through my list of to-dos. So I'm trying not to get too far over in my head. Okay, so that was my goal, was to make 4 snakes, and I've made the 4 snakes. Then I wanted to make granny tree ornaments. So I'm making 6 of them. So I've made 6 different granny squares here. They're all different. And this is using Big Twist Twinkle in white, and then using Big Twist in Varsity Red, and the green is a Karen Simply Soft color. So the Big Twist Twinkle, it actually sparkles. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but that white color, it shines and shimmers. And so I haven't assembled these or stitched these, but the idea is that you make a granny square, and then the way you fold it in the back, where you fold it in together, and then you fold up the top, and you basically make a little Christmas tree out of it. And then you can add the string at the top to the loop to hang it on, and then you can make a little tree stump here as well. So I'm looking forward to kind of assembling them, but I'm going to do all of that kind of stitch work all at once. So for now, I have a bazillion ends, and this is why I don't generally make granny squares like this, because I detest the ends. But what can you do? The pattern looks so cool that I just had to try it out. So this is like in progress. I mean, the snakes aren't also 100% done. I need to make the faces, but I consider them, let's say, 80% done. So the base of that, those are kind of ready to be worked on. So I've kind of checked those 2 things off my list. Then I wanted to make Octos. So I had 3 Octos left over from my sale. I've made 8, and then I sold 2 of them the other day. So I only have 1 Octo left. So I wanted to have 6 in total, but I'm thinking I might even make more. I'm thinking I might make like 8 or 10, and I'm just trying to figure out the colors. So for the Octos, I'm using the Big Twist Posh yarn, and I have it in yellow, blue, orange, pink, and like a reddish color, I think. So do I have green? No, I have green. I have yellow, orange, green, purple, and then the pink color. Yeah, so not a red, but a pink. So I have 5 colors, so I could just make 2 of each, but some of the colors were more popular than others, so I don't know. But I'm going to make some Octos. Those are mini Octos, and those don't take me too long to make. I think I can make one within 15 to 20 minutes, and then I do all the eyes together at the end. I actually came across a really great tutorial on embroidering on eyes onto amigurumis and plushies, and I did share that in my community tab. So go over to my profile and click on community. You'll see the share. I've shared the embroidery tutorial on there. That's not mine, that's someone else's, but I just watched it and I thought it was so good, because I've never heard someone explain it so well and show it so well, and it was just very inspiring to me, because I don't like to use safety eyes. I've never used safety eyes. I've never bought safety eyes. I've always just embroidered on eyes. So there's that. Okay, what else is on my list after the Octos? So I had an idea to make mini stockings, but you see, at this event I'm going to be at, there is definitely one other crocheter. There might be 2 of them. One lady who is confirmed, she makes a lot of holiday items. So she'll have like elves and gingerbread men and like Christmas related, holiday related plushies and things like that. The other lady makes toys, but I don't know if she's confirmed that she's coming or not. Her toys are generally made with acrylic yarn, worsted weight. And yeah, so she has been there in the past, and I've seen her at different events. But I just didn't want to get too much into the holiday items, because I'm kind of mainly focusing on toys and of course my baby blankets. So the mini stockings, I might just like watch the pattern and see how long would it take, but I'm thinking I'm just going to skip that. So I'll have Octos, snakes, the granny tree ornaments, that's 3 things. Then I'm working on baby boy blankets. Right now I have 5 blankets. One of them is the baby boy blanket, 4 of them are girl blankets. So I'm working on at least 2 more blankets, more if possible, but that will bring me up to 7 blankets. I love making blankets, you guys. I absolutely love making them. So I make them for babies in the NICU. And I just wanted to let you know that now, like, most of the money that I get from selling these things is just going back into donations. So the proceeds from all of these sales will just go back into buying the supplies to make shawls and hats for cancer patients, and then to make blankets and hats for NICU babies. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm gearing myself, my brand, my channel. That this is, of course, I'm making all these fun things and all these toys and selling them, but the end result is that I want to be able to donate lots of things to the hospital. Of course, I have yarn that I bought before, and I think now I'm kind of pivoting and making this my sole mission and vision. So I'm doing that. In addition to that, I take custom baby blanket orders. I've been kind of promoting that and advertising that over the last few days. So I have seen some interest for that. And again, all that money and everything will go back into this cause. So I'm very excited about that. Um, the other thing I really wanted to try was the hedgehog fidget. So, what's her name? Willow and something. There's someone on Etsy who came out with the pattern for a hedgehog with fidget beads on top of it, just like the pony beads. And so I did buy her pattern, and I have not sat down to make it yet. I've heard that once you sit down and make it, it gets faster. So I wanted to make 6 of those. I mean, I do have some time, so I can try that out. So yeah, Octos, snakes, granny tree ornaments, hedgehog fidgets, baby blankets, and then I have hats that I made for the October sale, which were like colorful hats for children. And so I'm gonna have that on my table. I might also put my football keychains and my flower keychains. What else do I have? So I had flower keychains, football keychains. I might change up my setup a little bit yet. I haven't decided yet. I was looking into perhaps buying some of those wooden crates from Joann's, um, just to put the hedgehog fidgets and the Octos. But I need to work on my setup. So I need to make all these things quickly so then I can make a mock setup and set out my table and see what everything looks like. Okay, you must be wondering for the last 13 minutes, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a poncho that I made, you guys. I made this a couple years ago, just using a very basic poncho pattern. And this yarn is Karen Simply Soft in Sunshine, which is their yellow shade. They also have a very neon yellow shade, which is called Lemonade. This is not Lemonade, this is Sunshine. So I thought I'd just put it on today so that, while I am in my crochet mode, I can wear something that I made. So yeah, lots going on, trying to prepare for my market. And I also started something which should I just show it to you right now? I don't know. We're like 14 minutes in. So yeah, it will be on the channel soon. I'm making a baby blanket, of course. I'm always making a baby blanket, you guys. So I'll just show it to you. Okay. Just make some space here because I have all these snakes in front of me. So I am finally using this Lion Brand Cover Story Dreamland yarn in the color Rainbow. This is what it looks like on the cake, and you can't really tell what it's going to look like worked up. I'm using a N 10mm hook, and that is what's recommended. This is a super bulky 6, okay? So I'm going to show you what it looks like so far. Sorry. Whoops. This is what it's looking like. Yay. And I'm loving it, you guys. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so fun. It's so happy. And it's so plush. So I am just doing a half double crochet pattern. It's not really a pattern. I just chained until I got to about 30 inches, and then I'm just doing half double crochet. I think I'm doing half double crochet in the back loop, something like that, which is giving it like this effect. But that's just where my hook went, and I just stuck with it. So it is approximately 30 inches wide, and it's going to be 30 inches long. So I'm going to make a square. I'm on my second cake, and what else can I tell you about this yarn? So I bought a lot of this yarn, you guys. I fell in love with it after making the hats with it, and then I was like, I need more. I still need more. I would honestly buy like 10 more of these because I love this yarn. And I feel like this color is just gorgeous for a baby. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Even if the parents don't know the gender, this is perfect because this is like children's colors. So let me tell you about this yarn. This is Dreamland. So it's Lion Brand Cover Story Dreamland yarn. Okay. It's 10.6 ounces, 300 grams, 148 yards, or 135 meters. It is 100% polyester, machine washable and dryable. A super bulky 6 recommends an N or 9 millimeter. Well, this says N and 10 millimeters, so I don't know if that's right. This is the color Rainbow, and it's made in China. It was made in April of 2024. That's when this label was printed. So I think there's like a QR code on here, and I think if you scan it, it takes you to the page of the Dreamland Yarn online brand's website, and then you can see the different patterns and things that they have for this specific yarn. So I have 7 of this color, so I'm hoping I can make 2 baby blankets out of it, and I feel like that'll just be something different on my blanket stand instead of the instead of the regular acrylic yarns that I'm using for it. I wanted to see if I can show you my blanket stand. Okay, it's behind me. It's right here, you guys. So it has it has 3 tiers, 1, 2, 3, and then I've hung blankets on the side as well. I don't know if you can see that, but I had 8 blankets. Now I only have 5, and then I'm planning to make at least 2 more. So I'll be back up to 7 or 8. And then I hope to sell them at my sale. So I need to work on like signage and stuff so that I can, I feel like either each item needs to be tagged, or there need to be small kind of tent cards all over telling the prices of things, because I find that people will keep asking, how much is this? How much is that? And I don't know. Do they really read the signs? I'm not sure. But I think it's just best that the prices be there. So for the October sale, I put a 1-page thing that said price list, and everything was listed on there with the prices beside them, but people still asked me, so I guess they didn't really read that. So either I do have some really small tags, and I could try and tag everything. I think that could work. And for the blankets, of course, I can tag them as well. So yeah, lots of fun stuff happening. I'm really enjoying working on these baby blankets. This yarn is so lush and plush and squishy, and oh my gosh, I love it. My son was asking me while I was making it. He's like, "Mommy, can I have one like that?" And he's so funny. Yesterday he was like, "Who are you making this for?" And I was like, "I don't know." So I just made up a name, and he's like, "Why are you making things for babies in the hospital?" And I was like, "Because they're so small. They are like in the hospital. Something soft and warm would make them happy, and something colorful." So just explaining to a 4-year-old kind of the thinking behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. It was just a sweet conversation. So these kids are so innocent, but you have to show them what's happening in life because they don't always know the reality. We are just so blessed, and I wanted to thank you guys for your comments and all the good wishes that you send my way. They are very, very appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.